unbeatable tribe of dedicated, fierce girls. Bitches. Back in the 80s, Bruce Lee fever infected the nation. And while kung fu classes were crowned with macho mullets using their numbskulls like mallets, most of us girls were in the ringlet brigade, and we did Irish dancing. But down in Limerick, little Catherine Costigan was rocking a crew cut and sneaking in with the boys, and now it was all paying off.
Still undefeated from Limerick, Ireland, Catherine, the alpha female Costigan.
Undefeated after 5 pro fights, I'd heard that cage fighter Catherine was in training for the biggest fight of her career at the Invicta Female Fighting League Championships, part of the Las Vegas Fight Week, where Conor McGregor was due to fight Chad Mendes. The Invicta League accepts only the fiercest female fighters on the planet, and Catherine was the only Irish woman on the bill. I had to find out what drove her to win in such a brutish-looking sport. So 3 weeks to fight night, I went muscling into her training schedule with husband and fight trainer Dermot.
This is quite interesting. A small person can defeat a bigger person.
Yeah.
Through very smooth technical moves and using their mind as well, using strategy.
It's not a very girly sport, obviously.
When I went into the class the first time, it was me and about 10 boys, men, and it was like that for nearly 7 to 8 years.
Wow.
But because inside of me, it just clicked.
You have to work on your brand as well. What's your sort of strategy with that?
I am the alpha female. I'm the top, and that's it.
So tell me about your diet. How does that work? I'd fail at that part.
It's pretty much nothing. It's very important to make weight.
It's actually much harder for girls to make weight. It's much easier for a guy to drop
a bit
weight.
more going on, you know.
Yeah, because I think when you have your period as a girl, don't you put on like 3 pounds excess fluid?
Yeah, it's a big thing for women. It's different to guys. With my period, I've often gone and just had it just moved the date in the sense of I've got medication from the doctor and we've moved it past the point of when the fight would be.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want to fight with your periods either.
Sure, I'm fighting every month with it. You know, I'm still in the cage training. I'm getting guys, you know, kicking me in the stomach, whatever, landing him. That's just
I'm
another
at home crying into my dairy milk.
I know, I've had some girls that are like, I can't even function for the whole day until it's over. eating crisps and chocolate and whatever.
Like, what is wrong with me? Why am I so hungry? Okay, so we're going to get in the ring. I'll tie my hair back.
Well, we'll call it a cage. You can have a ring if you want as well.
We'll go in the cage.
We'll go in the cage, yeah.
Yeah. And I'll ruin my blow dry just for you. Yeah. Okay, go and
Okay, we need to get our equipment on. So
okay. Do I have to get into my feet?
I would always fight bare feet.
The gum shield makes your mouth so dry, doesn't it? Do you have a special one as well? It's just...
I have, because I love superheroes. Because I truly
cool.
believe when I go in the cage, it's the closest thing to being a superhero. Truth, justice, and the American way. And I am going to America, so I'm going to be as American as I possibly can be.
Da, da, da.
This is my playground.
Yeah.
It's the most natural feeling to be in here. You stay very calm. Me, I'm always calm. No matter what's going on, I always think, we got this. I want to take you down.
I need girls in the Fanula.
It happens. You wear a groin guard. It happens. It did
Girls
happen
even do.
in my last fight 4 times. It's not loud. You do complain about it because I did get kneed 4 times in the fight against the Spanish girl, Irene. Yeah, and she said sorry loads of times. She did, but you know, after the 4th one, I was like, well, you should know where the target area is. You know what I mean? So this is called the high crotch.
Okay.
Now you don't have to do anything. You just relax and enjoy. All you do is lean over my shoulder a little bit, like you're looking. Yeah. And now I've hit. That's called a high crotch.
Okay.
And then I would.
And it's not exactly comfortable for the person who's up.
Then I would whip you. And slam
Really?
you.
At the bottom of the side, you bitch.
And land.
Yeah,
And I
would
turn
you get
hard.
you right in the kidneys?
That's it. Go.
There we go.
Go. Yes.
You're 48 kilos, my ass. And then how did she twist me over to leave me on the side?
Get a little sling this like the thing you had to say.
Yes.
I'll bench knees and put it down. Careful.
So then you
Woo! The Vol Express to a beat down. Yeah.
And then I start stomping all over.
Yeah, you
stomping the back.
Well, you stop me there. Just stomp.
Oh.
Get you down again. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful what action.
So you have to think of every move in case somebody just does that. God, you must be so wrecked after a fight.
No, I'm like pumped.
Oh God, that would have been.
And it's so funny because when you get to the fight and everybody's going, what am I doing this for? About 3 to 4 hours before, why am I doing this? Why am I doing it? Can't I just be normal? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And then you start turning into what I start to turn into a different Catherine. The alpha female. I change my feelings. As the week goes on, I'm starting to change my feelings anyway, progressively, as to one of my coaches now says, bad intentions, Catherine. All bad intentions. And then afterwards, I'm literally buzzing going, when's the next fight?
Would you be getting a little bit nervous about Invicta now?
It means so much to win. Well, there's nothing like when you're
exciting stage though, Invicta. It's going to be just so huge.
It's the biggest one now. We get that chance. It's one night I'm going to get that chance to show the world.
Oh,
I mean, it will be done.
For you.
His shot. That was so unfair. We're kid warriors, not kid warriors.
3 weeks back, I'd met my first ever pro female fighter, the impishly hilarious Catherine the Alpha Female Costigan. That night she was fighting in Vegas, the big fight she'd been training for months, hours every day in training, drastically cutting calories, living like a monk. I was really willing Catherine to win, but the bully-faced bitch with the joke shop gum guard was all over her. And sadly, the Vegas win she'd worked so hard for wasn't to be.
Amber, the bully, Brown.